Hey, welcome back to the channel. My name is Doug Dagnabbit from ModernWarzone.com, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the new nerfs to the C58 assault rifle and the FARA 83, as well as a range nerf to the nail gun. And these three guns are all current meta in Warzone, and this update just went live as of recording this, and this is certainly going to change some of that. So we're going to go over it with you. We're going to let you know why these needed to be changed or how it's going to affect the current meta and some things that you maybe can try besides that. So if you enjoyed today's video and content, be sure to hit the like button, also subscribe, and make sure you have the bell ring. That way you get notified every time our videos go live. One thing I did want to mention before getting into the nerfs themselves is that the FARA 83 is actually one of the most picked weapons for loadouts in Warzone. You can see this on warzonerank.com. They show you which has the highest pick ratio in loadouts, which perks get used the most, and which guns have the highest KD ratio. And as you can see, the FARA 83 is on top with 20% almost. That's a fifth of the people that play Warzone use the FARA right now, as well as the Car 98K, Milano MP5, and Mac 10. You don't see the C58 over there. That could be because you have to level up a certain amount to use it, and not that many people are, as well as streamers are mainly using the FARA in tournaments. And then you can see on the right, the KD ratio, however, for the C58 is a 1.21, the second highest in Warzone overall, and the third highest is the nail gun with a 1.13, and those both received nerfs today. So today's nerfs were called for. They could, not destroy the weapons, but they also needed to do a little bit of something with them, because a 20% pick ratio just shows you that it is the undeniable meta. So we'll move on to the next part of the video now. All right, so we're going to get right into it. So the nerfs that were introduced today into Warzone involve the C58 assault rifle, the newest assault rifle added with Black Ops Cold War, as well as the FARA 83, and they're both recoil nerfs to those weapons because they were straight beams as it is. The C58 hits extremely hard at range. They have not nerfed that. The FARA was just a literal laser beam. There was no recoil, basically. And we went and we checked it out, and we're going to show you that in just 1 second. But they also nerfed the nail gun submachine gun's maximum damage range by 39%. And they state the nail gun Black Ops Cold War is and was meant to be a lethal, highly mobile, short-range dominator. However, its maximum damage range far exceeded the lethal range of shotguns, which it is intended to contest. The nail gun's generous range and mobility allowed it to consistently dispatch foes at the same speed or faster than shotguns at almost twice their effective range. While the nail gun's pick rate has remained relatively low, we believe it would have been much higher were it more easily accessible. And I agree with that, and I think many of you agree with that. If you've been shot with this on Rebirth Island or in close quarters, you've realized just how quickly you die. JGod and True Game Data have both done videos on it. We knew that for a fact. And now we're going to move on to the next picture that they tweeted out and changed and amended on their June 30th patch notes, and that is all of the attachment changes. So they've changed a few different barrels, and most of it revolves around adding more recoil to the Black Ops Cold War assault rifles, because many of them that were used were straight laser beams and made all other assault rifles, there's no reason for you to use them. You'd be putting yourself at a disadvantage. So they nerfed the Ranger barrel on every assault rifle except for the AK-47 and M4 in Cold War. They nerfed the vertical recoil. They decreased the buff it gives you from 15% to 10%, so an overall reduction of 5%. They reduced the takedown barrels recoil control by 5% as well, and this is again excluding the AK-47 and XM4. They also have nerfed the recoil control, both vertical and horizontal, by 2.5% from 7.5 to 5% on the reinforced heavy match grade VDV reinforced barrels for the assault rifles and light machine guns. And they have also nerfed the Task Force, Spetsnaz, CMV, Mil-Spec, all those barrels for the assault rifles and light machine guns by 5% from 15 to 10% overall recoil reduction. And this is what they had to say about it. We are satisfied with the overall direction of adding recoil control to Black Ops Cold War barrels. However, we would like the effectiveness of a weapon to grow with the wielder as they improve. We felt with the magnitude by which recoil was being reduced, there was hardly any room left to master the control of these weapons. We want weapons to reward you for learning their reload timings, recoil patterns, and bullets to kill. Your proficiency with a weapon should be a journey that is worked towards with an equivalent payoff. When we make weapons too effective and too easy to control, there is no journey of mastery, and we can become disinterested with these weapons much quicker, which we feel can be a disservice. Even after these changes, we understand that there may still be incredibly effective and easy to control weapons when enough recoil control is applied through attachments. We will continue to target these weapons as they arise to ensure that they strike a satisfactory balance between upside and downside. And as always, thank you, Raven, for continuing to add these excerpts at the bottom of your patch notes, because it lets us know the direction you're trying to take the game, and we are still looking forward to the time to kill increase that they previously posted in these patch notes on June 30th, I believe. So the next part of our video, we actually went into a game of Plunder and we checked out the recoil on the FARA 83 and the C58 with their meta builds for recoil and long range control, and we'll show you what that looks like right now. All right, so we're in our Plunder match. We're good to go. We're good to fire the gun. In the pre-game lobby, I did check it just a little bit, but I wanted to get better ranges to check the recoil on this. Keep in mind, we do have field agent grip. We have a full recoil reduction build, but this is what it looks like with the C58 and the FARA 83 at different ranges. We have a 10 meter comparison at the end, and we also have a 30 meter comparison that I am doing right now on the video. And you can see at the end that the FARA actually seems to have a negative recoil at the end of its pattern and starts to shoot down with me putting no input on my controller. Whereas the C58 is just straight up and a bit to the left. The FARA is kind of more bouncy to the left at first, but then once it hits halfway through the clip or so, it pretty much steadies out and then it starts to go straight down. So these are still very viable. That's a strange recoil to have to fight, is something that's pulling down. That's not something we're used to, but this is a good reduction of sorts. But the FARA still has absolutely no recoil when built right compared to the C58, which is pretty much straight vertical recoil. It reminds me a lot of the AMAX, which had been meta for much of the game. So that's pretty much everything we wanted to show you in today's video. I'll let this little bit of gameplay run out. Some gentleman in his gaming chair decided to come kill me in the middle of this Plunder game. But I hope this helped you out. I hope you are all having fun in the Warzone in Verdansk 1984 and you're still enjoying the new weapons. And there should be more Season 4 info that we should be finding out soon. So make sure to hit a like and drop a subscribe. Just forget that I said that because I'm an idiot. I'm going to leave this part of the clip in because this is what I deal with every time I record. But if you enjoyed the video, please do drop a like. It helps us out a lot. And if you do want to see more of our content, please hit the subscribe button and come back and see us again. Until next time, Modern Warzone's going dark.